Disclaimer: this video is for educational and informational purposes only. All information presented is based on publicly available sources including news reports, court records, and official statements. This channel does not make accusations against any individual and presumes innocence until proven guilty by a court of law. Viewer discretion is advised. Names and details are presented as reported in the public domain. When love sours, can it morph into something so monstrous that it consumes the very essence of another human being? We often think of extreme violence as the act of a stranger, but what happens when the deepest betrayal comes from the one person who vowed to protect us? Today, we delve into the psychological landscape of a case that has shaken India to its core, exploring not just the events, but the chilling mind that orchestrated them. Forensic psychology attempts to paint a picture of the offender, and in cases like this, certain patterns emerge. Aaftab Poonawala's alleged actions point towards a profile potentially exhibiting traits of the dark triad: narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy. Narcissism, characterized by an inflated sense of self-importance and a lack of empathy, can fuel a belief that one is entitled to exert control over others. Machiavellianism suggests a manipulative and calculating approach, where individuals exploit others for personal gain. Psychopathy, often associated with a profound lack of remorse and a superficial charm, allows for detachment from the consequences of their actions. In this context, the alleged murder and subsequent dismemberment suggest a profound dehumanization of the victim. This isn't just about rage. It's about a chilling capacity to view another person as an object to be disposed of. The meticulous nature of some alleged actions, if proven, could indicate a level of planning and emotional detachment often seen in psychopathic individuals who are adept at compartmentalizing their lives and actions. The absence of immediate remorse, the alleged attempts to conceal evidence, all speak to a personality structure that operates outside the typical bounds of human empathy and moral reasoning. The ability to maintain a semblance of normalcy while harboring such dark intentions is a hallmark of these profiles. Identifying potential danger before it escalates is crucial. In relationships, warning signs often manifest as subtle shifts in behavior, amplified by a victim's emotional investment and a perpetrator's skill in manipulation. For Shraddha and those around her, several psychological red flags may have been present but perhaps dismissed or misinterpreted. A pattern of possessiveness, controlling behavior, and extreme jealousy are significant indicators. This isn't simple affection. It's about ownership and a fear of losing that control. Gaslighting, a form of psychological manipulation where a person is made to question their own sanity, memory, or perception of reality, is another critical warning sign. If Shraddha was frequently made to feel like she was overreacting, or that her concerns were unfounded, this would have eroded her confidence and made it harder to trust her instincts. Isolation from friends and family is also a classic tactic used by abusers to gain complete control. When a partner actively discourages contact with loved ones, it's not for protection, but to sever support systems. The alleged escalation of arguments, perhaps involving threats or instances of physical aggression, even if seemingly minor at the time, are potent indicators of a volatile and potentially dangerous individual. These aren't isolated incidents. They are pieces of a larger, disturbing puzzle that in retrospect might have been clearer. The alleged events of May 2022, when stripped of graphic detail and viewed through a psychological lens, reveal a chilling narrative of power and control culminating in ultimate violence. The motivation behind such an act is rarely singular. While arguments and disputes may be the immediate trigger, the underlying psychological drivers are often deeper. In this context, the alleged murder could be seen as the ultimate act of dominance, a brutal assertion of control when the perpetrator felt his authority or relationship slipping away. Narcissistic rage, a phenomenon where individuals with narcissistic tendencies react with extreme anger and aggression when their ego is threatened or their perceived superiority is challenged, could be a significant factor. If Shraddha sought to end the relationship or assert her independence, this could have been perceived as an intolerable affront to Aaftab's inflated sense of self, triggering an explosive, disproportionate response. The subsequent alleged dismemberment and disposal of the body, while horrifying, can also be analyzed psychologically. It speaks to a profound lack of empathy and a desire to erase the victim, both physically and metaphorically. This act can be a desperate attempt to regain control, to deny the finality of the victim's actions, and to conceal the transgression from the world. It's a desperate, pathological attempt to impose order on chaos, a chilling testament to the perpetrator's detachment from the sanctity of human life. The investigation into Shraddha's disappearance and alleged murder hinged significantly on digital forensics and psychological profiling. The digital trail, social media activity, chat logs, search histories provided crucial insights into the timeline and the alleged perpetrator's state of mind. Forensic psychology plays a vital role in interpreting these digital footprints, looking for patterns of behavior that deviate from normalcy, or that indicate intent, planning, or deception. The meticulousness of some alleged actions, juxtaposed with the digital trails left behind, can offer clues to the offender's psychological makeup. Understanding the motivations and psychological state of the accused is paramount for prosecutors. It helps in building a case that goes beyond mere facts, explaining the why behind the what. Cognitive dissonance, where the accused might be experiencing a conflict between their actions and their self-perception, can sometimes lead to confessions or errors in judgment during interrogation. The legal system relies on evidence, but psychological insights can guide investigators in gathering that evidence more effectively and understanding the nuances of the offender's behavior, aiding in the pursuit of justice for the victim. The Shraddha Walkar case serves as a stark reminder of the importance of recognizing psychological warning signs in relationships. It highlights how perpetrators often employ sophisticated manipulation tactics, making it difficult for victims to identify the danger. Grooming, a gradual process of building trust and affection to exploit someone, is a key strategy. This involves isolating the victim, eroding their self-esteem, and creating a dependency that makes escape seem impossible. Societally, we need to foster environments where victims feel safe to speak out without fear of judgment or disbelief. Education on healthy relationship dynamics and the identification of abusive behaviors is crucial, starting from a young age. Systems that are meant to protect individuals, such as law enforcement and social services, must be equipped to recognize and respond effectively to early signs of abuse and control. The case also underscores the power of digital communication and the need for vigilance regarding our online presence, as it can be a tool for both connection and manipulation. Ultimately, learning to trust our instincts and seeking help when something feels wrong can be life-saving. The tragedy of Shraddha Walkar's alleged murder compels us to look deeper into the human psyche, to understand the capacity for both love and unimaginable cruelty. It's a call to be more aware, more empathetic, and more vigilant in our own lives and communities. Have you ever witnessed subtle warning signs in a relationship that, in hindsight, were indicative of deeper issues? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this analysis insightful, please subscribe and hit the notification bell for more explorations into the criminal mind.